Hey, greetings. Welcome to Performance Reviews, where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. Today is not a review, it's just the unboxing of the Homeika. At least that's what it says on the box. And this is one of those cordless vacuums from a manufacturer from overseas. So I'll show you what's on the box. That's what we got right there. We have a customs label. I had my wife translate the Chinese on that. That's what that says. And it's for household use, so don't use it in a commercial setting. So let's see what's in the box. Oh, well, it looks like we are greeted with a very nice package here. It's a P10, and you notice this is kind of a Dyson-shaped object, though it is not. I'll say this protrusion out here would make this a lot more practical than something like a Dyson. I'm curious to see what we have here. They have various specs printed on the box, nothing on the back, and some more stuff here. No UPC, which is interesting. So now that we've discovered it's a box within a box, and then that came within a box, it says it has 450 watts. Now the amount of electricity consumed never translates into the power of the machine. I just want to state that. So let's go ahead and open this and see what we have. Okay, we are greeted here with a aluminum plastic wand. Oh, this fitting looks like the Dyson fitting. We shall see if that's compatible here in a minute. We have a crevice tool with suction relief cuts. We have here a rather inexpensive wall mount with a charger. We have a floor nozzle. This is the part I'm always most curious about, because this can really make or break a cleaner. So we just have, how many rows of bristles do we have? We have 4 rows of bristles. That's a lot. And we have wheels here and wheels here, which are good, and they have like a rubber coating on them. So, and then you have a piece of felt here, and let's see here. It looks like that piece comes off, and we can take the brush roller out without any tools. And that is good. The brush roller is ABS. It is not a glass resin. So that's a little bit of a downside in terms of quality and construction. And everything kind of feels how it looks, just to state that. Random piece stuck on here. And it looks like we have some LEDs. That's good. Looks like, oh, this is a nice addition. We have a extra set of filters, always a good thing. We have this little guy with a blade in it for cleaning off the brush roller, which is kind of nice. You can cut, yeah, there is a line in here for doing that. That's, okay, that's smart. Respect for that. The manual feels kind of significant. It's rather thick. So I expect that to be very detailed. Looks like it's in a few different languages. Let's take a look at, oh, and then they of course have copied the DC24 tool like everybody else. And if you've never used this tool is not really a practical tool, unfortunately. It's not a very good dusting brush. It's not a very good upholstery tool. I really wish they had not copied this. The brushes are very stiff on this, so be careful these brushes don't scratch anything. Let's take a look at the unit itself. So one thing, picking this up right away, is usually the batteries are located here to kind of balance it out. It's top heavy. The batteries are, well, at least the majority of the weight is right here, not here. And the bin is fantastically small. And one thing, again, I do like is that this little snout piece sticks out, which means you can actually use it with its accessories. Looking at the motor. Oh, okay. So that is a plus right there, is you just press that, it turns on, press it once more, it turns off. You don't have to sit there and hold it. Pull that off. I don't know if we have a screen or not back here. Yeah, there is a screen right there. That's interesting. I also have an eject button here. Oh, the battery is this whole unit. All right, so we got the motor, the battery, and cyclone. So now that the boxes are all out of the way, this is everything you get. A floor tool, an upholstery dusting brush combo, a decent sized crevice tool, an extra set of filters, a tool for cleaning off the brush roller, the vacuum itself, and a wand. I do want to just note, because of the size of box it came in, it has an abnormally short wand. This was probably done for shipping, but I just want to show it compared to some normal size wands on the market so you get an idea just how short this is. We're a little over a foot shorter than a normal wand. I just want to say the height of this thing, despite having an extremely short wand, the unit itself is very long, so it does stand about as high as an upright vacuum cleaner. It's maybe an inch or two shorter, but I'm 6'3", and it seems to be the right height for me, so I imagine it will work for you as well. So let's talk about what's here. And let's talk about this. Looks like it's bottom empty. Got some cheap foam gaskets. Well, let's see the construction in here. Oh, we actually have 5 cyclones in here. Most of these products do not have any sort of cyclonic separation at all. And there's like a little handle there so that you can put that in. And then there's a reference point that's pretty clear there. So, and again, stick vacuums are not generally meant to be your only vacuum. This is not a replacement for a normal full-size vacuum, and that applies to all of these things right now, at least in 2022. Slides in here. This battery's really got some heft to it. We'll have to see what the runtime is on this. Runtime was about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the power setting. Charge time was about 3.5 hours. All right, I have managed to take a Dyson adapter to rig up my suction gauge, and this has 3 suction settings, so let's see what it is on its lowest. All right, sealed is at 100, which is really, really good. But its working vacuum, again sealed, its working vacuum is 10 would be pushing it. It's really about 9 inches of working vacuum, which is a shame because this gets a good number sealed. And what that means is this doesn't have a whole lot of airflow. It does have a bit of sealed suction. Got the studio microphone on the camera, so you're going to hear the real sound of the machine. So if for some reason you're sensitive to sound or you want to know what it just sounds like, the tone of it, this is a pretty accurate representation. Plug some headphones in and you'll get an idea just how loud this machine is. So as you can see, it will pick up surface dirt on hard floor and on carpet. The brush does not stop on hard floor. There's no way to make it stop, unfortunately. That's a real shame. So you don't want to use this on delicate wood floors. This is probably only going to be for linoleum or tile if you are using it on hard floors. It does seem to pick up just all right. Again, the numbers are not particularly strong on this in terms of its practical airflow. despite having strong suction numbers. Something I would like to also note, all the controls are in a good spot. This button here for the battery, you know that removes the battery. Everything else, the control for the bin release is right here. Pretty intuitive. The bin gets full way too fast. This is for quick pickups. This is not intended to be your only vacuum or do your whole house. And that's true, again, with most stick vacuums on the market, if not all of them, in 2022. This is also bagless, which means you have to go outside to empty this. You do not want to empty this inside. Even if you put this all the way down in a trash can, you're still releasing a lot of particulate into the air, which is pretty bad for you. So you really just do not want to do that. We'll be testing this thing throughout the course of a month in my 5,000 square foot house. So we'll really get an idea for how good or how bad this little guy is. I'm going to tell you right now, the bin capacity and working vacuum numbers are pretty disappointing. And there is no post-motor filter, which means this might be just spewing all the dust out the backside. One other thing I noticed is that these holes here and these holes here, it would appear that it's using the air from the motor to cool this battery pack, which is peculiar, which means when you have it on, you feel air coming out here and here, which is a strange design considering there's not adequate pre-motor filtration to protect the motor, let alone the battery pack and the electronics here, which means the electronics are going to get saturated in dust and dirt. So when we take this apart for the review, I'll be curious to see if this is stabilized in epoxy or not. If it's not, that means this basically will dust itself to death. Thanks for watching this unboxing video. Hit that notification bell so you know when the actual review drops. Definitely check out the link below if you're interested in this machine. We also have a link to our Patreon page, which supports how we get camera equipment and a lot of our machines to review. We also have a link to our Discord server if you want to talk about something else. It's a little less restrictive than the YouTube comments section. Give this video a thumbs up and have yourself a great day.